Okay, I am a full-time RVer. I live full-time in a motorhome. You could say I'm homeless. But you would be wrong. My home just has wheels on it. But that's not the only other vehicle that I live in. Pretty much even more than my RV. And that would be that massive beast. And because I live mobily and travel, whether I'm in my truck or in my RV, I like to have access to certain things. One of them, internet. And out here in the middle of nowhere, Iowa, more specific, Floyd, Iowa, you're not going to get those high-speed internets. Not with traditional service. So at the moment, I'm actually using my cell phone's Wi-Fi hotspot feature to do what I can just to watch Netflix, or in today's case, create a live stream on YouTube. And you really can't do it with these types of speeds. Come on, Verizon. Come on. 5. These are the download speeds. 5. Yeah, right around 5. Come on, go. Yeah, you really can't do it. And upload, because I am going to be streaming on YouTube, uploading a video, doing a live stream at 3 point, come on, 4 point, is it going to reach 5? So 4.87 upload, it's going to be very difficult to create content on a live stream using Verizon in this current location. Hence the reason me and my cat, we're going to be hooking up Starlink. We're going to be hooking up Starlink. Back up, don't get your toes. So I have gotten some comments on my previous Starlink videos from, I'm assuming, other truck drivers and RVers, mostly truck drivers. Hey, could you show us how you hook your Starlink up to the truck? Because in previous videos I have talked about hooking it up using a load lock. For those of you that don't know what load locks are in the trucking industry, we put freight in the trailers, and to separate the freight, and sometimes to keep it from falling over, we have these bars that we could put up from wall to wall that stops products from falling over. And those are some of the same things that I've used in the past to put my Starlink satellite system on. Excuse the reefer sound that you're about ready to endure, but I have some load locks mounted on the back of my truck, sitting right there. They're mounted, and one end of them, there's a handle right there I can lift up, and that thing slides, and it actually slides above the cab of my truck, and I can mount my Starlink on that using that handy dandy thing right there, the flagpole mount, which Starlink sells for about $39 on Starlink's website. Obviously, what that mount is sitting on now is not a load lock, but it does fit load locks. So after a while, I was able to stop at a Harbor Freight and stop using my load locks by purchasing an extendable flagpole and just mounting that onto the side of the truck. Then I could put my Starlink on it, raise it up over 20 feet in the air, well above my trailer and truck, so it's not hitting anything, and use it. So at the moment, that's my solution. Load locks to begin with if you don't have a flagpole, but once you get a flagpole, $54 at Harbor Freight. You mount that, and it just works perfect. Here, let me hook it up real fast and show you. Then we'll check out the speeds that are much better than Verizon here at my current location. And that's basically what it looks like when it's out and extended. I don't pull the pole all the way out, but when I do, beware. Searching for satellites. Once it has them, I'm ready to go. The system is pretty much just plug and play. Now at the moment, it is offline. Takes 3 or 4 minutes. There, no, it didn't take that long. It is connected now, but it does take about 15 to 20 minutes to get those extremely high speeds. Just to start off, or right when you plug it in. It is quite usable though. It does fluctuate from offline to online to offline to online till it connects to a few satellites, which, like I said, takes just a couple of minutes. It'll be fluctuating. There it goes again. But within about, I don't know, maybe right now, the speeds are quite usable, I'm assuming. So let's see what the speeds are like when you first plug it in, and then compare it about 15 minutes afterward, because there is a big speed increase after it connects to multiple satellites. Okay, like I said, these are not going to be the top speeds. These are just right when you plug it in, right when you park. I'm assuming they're going to be semi-slow, but still faster than Verizon. Oh yeah, way faster than what my cell phone is getting. Actually, right now, I would do some good live streaming. I'd be able to run 2 4K television live streams at this moment. Not bad. So you can see the difference just right when you plug it in. And no, I don't do all this from my iPad. I have an actual computer with multiple cameras. So I don't stream from mobile devices. I'm just using my iPad to show you what the speeds are like at the moment, right at plug-in. So now it's really boogieing. It's been a good 4 minutes maybe since my last test. It's died down a little bit. Did almost reach 100, but the ping time was 81. Not bad. It will fluctuate, like I said, at least they say the first 24 hours. But I found within the first hour, everything settles down and the speeds are usually like 150, 120 to 150. And while I'm waiting, it gives me time to play with the cat. It gives me time to play with the cat. I'm still happy with those speeds compared to what I was getting with Verizon. And this is not the home service. This is Starlink for RVs. So you can travel around pretty much everywhere with it. And what is actually my favorite thing about Starlink for RV is I'm getting ready to go to the Philippines next month. If I wanted to, feasibly, I could put my satellite into a small, semi-small suitcase, the little baby router, and take it with me to the Philippines. It will work just fine in the Philippines. I can travel globally with this one system if I wanted to fill up a suitcase with satellite stuff. Should you get Starlink for RV as a truck driver? Should you be able to learn how to control your camera angle before starting recording video? That's almost better. Almost. Well, I'm happy with the purchase. That's all I have to say. Really, really happy with Starlink for RV. Would I make it my primary service as I travel? Probably not. I use Visible for Verizon. I pay $25 a month, unlimited data, unlimited Wi-Fi hotspot. It's just the speeds are very slow when you want to do certain things. Whereas if you hook up your Starlink, you're going to get those high speeds. Now, a lot of places in Iowa, Nebraska, Wyoming, Montana, heck, even in Florida, you're not going to get any cell phone service. I know, I've tried. I live in Florida. You would think, Florida? No, you got Wi-Fi everywhere and your cell phone works everywhere. Not always. Lake Panasoffkee, good example. But Starlink just seems to work. Yes, it just seems to work. See what I mean? The speeds are going up. It's already starting to climb to 91. Soon it'll be over 100. I've gotten 200 and 300 download speeds in the past. That was pretty impressive. Yeah, so as a secondary source, Starlink is amazing if you use the internet a lot. If you have 4K TVs in your vehicle and you want to watch some 4K content, definitely grab something like Starlink, because if you have Verizon Home, T-Mobile Home, they throttle. They're always high-speed internet until you try to stream. Slap on a 4K movie on Netflix and do a speed test. They lower those high speeds down below 10, which is 1080p content. You're not getting 4K content. Here, no throttling. You can watch 4K television, 4K whatever, and with no throttling. So if you want that, it's perfect. Anyway, until the next time, thank you guys for tuning in. I am out of here. I got to head to Minnesota, and stay tuned for future videos. Did I mention I'm going to the Philippines? Peace out, everybody.